everyone, welcome back to another Stronghold Crusader 2v2. Today we are going to do a requested game, and the teams that we have requested are Wazir and Wolf versus Lionheart and Emir. And of course we're going to be running this first as a normal game, 2,000 starting gold all the way around. And the second time we will maybe bump that up to 10,000, and then for game 3 we will look at a 40k gold start. With that being said, let's go ahead and get right into it. Make sure our speed is 500 and start looking at how these lords are going to be starting out. It's going to take them a little bit longer to get up and running. We're used to commonly seeing them with 3,000 gold. It should be interesting to see how this affects different lords. Wolf looking like a pretty strong castle from what we've seen. Good start there. Emir, we've seen this castle. Sometimes I believe it does have stockpile problems, but looking like a pretty strong start for him as well. And then for our early game, a Lionheart, already up with some of those production buildings, starting to get men, and strong start for him. Wazir looking like it's taking him just a little bit longer. Should be an overall very good game though. We see Wolf going for the eco first, it looks like, wanting to get the, not necessarily the production up, but the ale, the inns. Interesting to see, but his castle is already looking kind of done, which is almost surprising. You can see he really prioritized getting in stone and getting these towers up. Might be a very strong, lots of interesting place for a tanner. I guess they're still able to get through the gate. Just a little glitch there in our lighting, and some early raids from the Lionheart, but we're shut down. Everyone looks to be doing quite well. We do see a lot better stockpile organization from the Emir. And he's going to be our first attack of this evening. I'm not surprised. Looks like Lionheart's also going to be ramping up quite soon. Looks like Wazir's having just a little trouble here. I want to say that's maybe down to the Lionheart's early raids. We see he only has 1 wheat. That's a problem. You got to have more than that. As well as a few houses definitely should come in for him. Lionheart coming with that early attack. He lost all of his houses again. This is going to hit him very hard. Lionheart's early game is very, very good. That's just something we know. And it does look like he is going to get in. I'm not sure it's a kill, but it's definitely a shutdown. I don't see the Wazir getting up. Possibly even a kill here. And it is going to be a kill. Wow. Lionheart showing us how well an early game can do, and Wolf looks like he's gonna have to try and attempt to take a 2v1. I don't really. This is gonna be a very hard 2v1 for Wolf. He's attacking someone who's gonna need quite a bit of troops to kill him. And here we go, the second attack coming over from the Emir, and it does not look like Wolf is really up and running all that much. It's a good castle. I just think he needed more time. These back blisses will do a nice job of defending, hopefully knocking down that early siege. He has defense. It'll be interesting to see if it's enough. Early, this harass of siege just coming in from the Emir is doing quite a bit to shut down this eco. We also see he's not bringing any stone, hardly any iron. He simply does not have enough archers. And Lionheart coming in with another strong attack. And we see just the strength of Lionheart on this low gold start here. Wow. That is a pretty sizable attack for this point in the game. And he is a Wolf already sending out that early message. The early panic message we see. Wow. Wolf just getting absolutely berated by siege. Wow. That is just a lot going against him. He doesn't have much castle left. And another attack coming in from Emir. Wolf is going to go down here soon. It was a very good castle. I liked it. It has a lot of potential. But it's just not enough. And look at those assassins. Go ahead and slow this down. High damage. Wow. Barely alive, I want to say. Yes, his lord is barely alive. Most likely going to die to these Arabian swordsmen here. I apparently just like to speak way too soon. But it's any second now for Wolf. He's got assassins creeping around, destroying every one of his production buildings. His castle's wide open. It's gonna be any second now. He's just getting men launched against him, siege against him, and the king is out. Interesting. I guess, yeah, gotta clear it off. Managed to get some brick from somewhere. I don't know where, but made like a little defensive wall there. I guess tried to. I mean, there's not really much he can do in this situation. Let's go ahead and speed this up till we get an ending here. That's a constant siege from the Emir and Lionheart. That's a very strong team that we just saw. Lionheart, definitely man of this match. Able just to get that quick drop off and then just immediately move on to Wolf, who needed more time in all honesty. He needed that time to get up and running. We are going to look here, and Emir is shown as the greatest, but I don't think he's played as good as Lionheart. Not even close, and it would be really nice if someone could throw an attack and end this, because both of you could kill him. There we go. It does. Alright, I guess you just had to touch him. Alright, the first game of our series goes to Lionheart and the Emir. Good to see a victory out of the Emir, because sometimes we see in our game or in our tournament that he really just doesn't win a lot. Let's go ahead and let's go from 2,000 to 10,000 starting gold. Let's run it back right away here. Let's hop right on into it. Make sure our speed is at 500. We can get these lords moving. We're seeing a totally different castle from Wolf. Let's hope it works. Same castle from the Emir, it looks like. He is sending out 2 early ballistas. Will be interesting to see what those do. Wolf already fully up and running. Looks like he's going to be good production out of him. Looks like he might be the fastest up and running. His castle looks dangerous already, and a very forward-facing castle. This defensive ballista doing him nice against his first attack against the Emir. Did go down. These 2 early harass ballistas are still out for the Emir, just being absolutely annoying. Wolf needs to start getting men and start producing. I really like the 2 variations of the Wolf castles that we have seen down in this right corner. I think it's a pretty strong spot for him. We finally see Wazir up and running, same castle as last time. Still just getting absolutely chunked by Lionheart though. It would be nice to see him up and running and get going. But it is the Emir who is our greatest lord again, and it does look like a very busy eco over here. Definitely running on all 4s. I know many of you very much enjoy the Emir and how he plays, and that everything he brings in the original Stronghold Crusader. I see a lot of people are like, oh yeah, he just gets swordmen, like the Arabian swordsmen from Allah, and you don't really know where they come from, but he's always got some. He's always sending some out. Does look like he was able to get assassins up this first gate, but the entire castle is moated as soon as you get in. And I'm just not sure this is going to be the same game that we saw last time. Kind of crazy that just a 8k gold change. I mean, that is a good amount of gold in this game. Can really change this game around. I'm interested to see what's going to happen with our 40k gold start, and just a little bit of lag on my screen. There is quite a bit happening. Maybe it's time to get that RTX 3090 Ti. But yeah, let's keep watching here. There hasn't really been a whole lot of developments. It kind of seems like they are quite evenly matched. We do have a full up and running Wolf that is going to be quite powerful, but he is against 2 other pretty high tier lords here. But also with the Wazir on his side, I don't know. I would like to say that Wolf and Wazir have my bet this round, and I think it'd be very exciting going into a 1-1 tie with our 40k. Here we see an attack coming in from the Emir again. He has managed to get assassins up this. Guess not this time. Good to see. That's a lot of ballistas sitting there in the middle, I guess. We're finally seeing an attack here from Wazir. Good amount of horse archers. I do think Lionheart is pretty good at dealing with assassins. I don't think he's really going to worry too much about that, or he's going to struggle in that with that horse archer push. that Wazir shows in the beginning there. Looks like a little bit of harass here coming from the Emir. That siege harass is going to be nice. Wolf's castle is very long, very long. He's very vulnerable in the middle there, and that's exactly where Emir is hitting. And I think that might just be luck on his part. Let's go ahead and check our order of merit here. Wolf and Wazir both on top, throwing in attacks. That's a lot of assassins. It would be nice to be able to see them do something just a little bit more. I think we are going to maybe have to see a little bit of a build-up this game. I do think that the build-up on top is 50-50, right? Lionheart will send in an insane amount of swordsmen and pikemen. And that could be devastating against the Wazir, who really doesn't have that great of archers. It'll be interesting to see this. They're both attacking at the same time up top. An all-out battle going on, and it is going to go to the Wazir. He did have that archer support from his towers, where Lionheart's archers in the front tower here, he's got 3 of them. But he did manage to shut down the Wazir's tech, so it really was nothing. Really nothing to him. And now we see the Emir here attacking again. Wolf absolutely shutting it down. He really is just taking the blunt of this attack on this first tower right here. And that's really about it. I don't think he's really had all that much trouble as he moves back to the greatest lord, or switching off with him and Wazir. Yeah, very even game. Looking forward to this requested 2v2. As soon as I saw it come in, I was like, oh, that's going to be a very even matchup. Initially, I did think Wazir and Wolf would win it, simply because I think Lionheart isn't really as good as the Wazir on most days. I do think the Wazir has a little bit better survivability, simply because of the amount of fire and pitch that he has around his castle. However, I had high hopes for the Emir's early game against the Wolf, and here we're seeing a Wazir attack, and we're starting to see the depth of those horse archers that go completely destroyed this tower here, and then the swordsman and the ram going in. Absolutely decimated this side of Lionheart's island. We can't even see anyways. I tried to give you guys a better view and it just didn't work. Let's also keep an eye down here. We had decimated the entire side of Lionheart's castle. We're starting to see just a little bit of change there. And the Emir throwing a counterattack, not afraid to get dirty and go right on in. However, it looks easily defended. I hate saying that, but it really does. It doesn't really look like the Wolf is in any trouble at all. He kind of just is like, yeah. And now we have him pushing siege here for some harass against the Emir. He's going to need to hit that eco. Emir's got a pretty solid eco. We do know that. We do know that fire, though, has been known to destroy Emir. So that fire ballista stays. Could be a little devastating. Does look like it's being cleared out, though, by that siege. Managed to destroy a few houses. Other than that, really not doing much. We are getting into the point of kind of an army buildup here. About to be seeing attack coming in from the Wazir. And let's go ahead and watch this. It's a good number of horse archers. That's a very good number of horse archers. Unfortunately, it's not a good number of assassins that just died. And here we go. Oh no. What's happening? Oh, Lionheart. Oh. He went for the old base trade, and that did end up absolutely costing him. Wow. If his army would have been at home, we would still be seeing a 2v2 right now. That is devastating. You know, that's not something that we ever like to see. Unfortunately, when an even matchup is happening like this, timing truly is everything. And so now we are on to the 2v1 against the Emir, and Wolf deciding to start it off strong with that first attack. Still with that harass ballista. Assassins are in. Possibly going to burn to death. He's sending the siege tower all the way around. Start knocking out. Oh, never mind, it's going inside. Very strong first attack here. Would love to see a follow-up from his buddy Wazir, just keeping the Emir under pressure. That would be great. And here it is. Couldn't have asked for any better timing myself. The horse archers are in. The assassins are in. He is getting hit from every which way. And here come the Arabian Knights. Let's see what they can do. Slowly just taking him, hitting him. We're still seeing an absolute siege harass from Wolf. He is getting berated on all sides here. It is interesting to see how he's fighting it. A fire has started in the base, as I knew it would if this harass continued. That's going to set him back, and you got to remember that while everything in his ego shut down, he's not buying any troops. These two are building up. Wazir and Wolf are building up. They're going to come back with just another attack. It would be very nice if we saw continuous harass siege from Wolf. Doesn't look like it though. He has stopped, and now the Emir is going to get up and running pretty quickly. As far as the base, it does look like he has lost some of his production buildings in the back here. We do see the remains of some, but has since rebuilt. This is gonna end up being, I think, a little bit longer of a video, simply because I am just doing best of 3, if you will, with just different starting golds. So that is very nice for you guys, or at least I hope you don't mind the longer uploads. But yeah, if we're gonna get to some waiting game here, then I'm gonna go ahead and cut. Oh, Wolf and Wazir attacking at the same time, both at just under 400 troops. That is a lot of horse archers. That was just great timing. It's over. Look at that. Look at that mob of horse archers. That's over. And there it goes into last stand mode. That's a nice stack of troops that he's got there. Unfortunately, it was cleared out, and it is going to be the end. As I just said, I was about to cut the video. Alright, we are headed into our final game. It is a 1-1. Wazir, man of the match that game. Holy cow, that is a lot of gold. Wolf not even looking like that good on gold, but Wazir, dang. Shows you what, just the big difference with Wazir's first and second game. Just that starting gold really helping out. Let's go ahead and throw him on 40k gold and hop right into it again. Okay, we really gotta keep moving here. And we get just another different base from Wolf. I absolutely love this. 3 times we've seen different bases. And we just see his entire eco go up right away. We're going to be seeing everyone's eco go up right away, as well as pretty quick first attacks out here. First attack from Wazir already, and first attack from Emir. Not surprised in any way. They can't even keep peasants coming fast enough. And first attack from Wolf. It's a very different starting game here. Honestly, it doesn't even really look like the Wazir's fully up yet. Is this Tim fully up? I feel like his castle just looks a little empty normally to what we see. Possibly is though. And second attack coming in from Emir. They are burning through the gold, but still sitting at 30k for some of them. 30k for Lionheart. Wolf, very low on gold. He is definitely going to be the first to run out. And looks like Lionheart or Wazir will be the last. Unfortunately for everyone else, Wolf is fully up and running. That is a sizable attack coming in from Lionheart. It is good to see it. And didn't do as much damage as I would have liked. Definitely going to take a very big army to overthrow the Wazir with that fire. And another attack coming in from the Emir. Not afraid to throw against this castle. It's a nice castle by Wolf, I think. I really like he's got this nice back gate here. Very efficient walk-in. A lot of his buildings are pretty centered around that stockpile. Especially this line right here. They are just going to be ripping out weapons. It's a close walk. Very good base design from him. And getting a little bit of siege harass here from the Emir against Wolf. And we have Lionheart throwing in another attack. I don't know. It doesn't look like we're at 500 speed, so I keep clicking, like, making sure we are, but sometimes, like, after I, like, record a video and then I go and I play, and it looks like Everyone's throwing an attack. I was about to say something, but everyone just decided to throw an attack. It's a sizable attack from Wolf already. That's a lot of crossbowmen in the middle. That's going to clean up quite a bit of everything, actually. So what I was saying is, like, I would, like, record a video at, like, speed 500, and then, like, I'll go and, like, I'll play a game at, like, I don't know, like, I usually play at, like, speed 70, right? Because you got to be able to actually keep up. And the game just feels so slow. It's kind of funny. And then I'll just, like, sitting there, like, am I lagging, or is it just this slow? Wazir's really gotten in the groove of things. You can tell he's going up money, it looks like, instead of down. He is going to just start whipping out attacks here, which is good. It probably means Lionheart's going to drop first. Wolf looking like he actually lost everything in this first left tower for once in his life. Lionheart looking to counter throw again. Careful, buddy. We all know how that worked out last time. We don't know what would have happened in that late game with these two going at it. Here we go. Tower is up. If he packs a lot of men into... Well, I was going to say, if he gets a lot of men up in that tower, we could be looking at something quite devastating. Managed to surround the Wazir, though. Definitely did. And Wazir is trying to buy... Is buying a troop every time he gets a peasant. That is nice. It looks like the Wolf is kind of slowed down a little bit here. As I say that, he's got a massive amount of troops, but is the only one that's out of gold. And Wazir throwing another attack, not surprised, he's got a lot of money. Wolf matching that attack, so is the Emir. Holy smokes, that is a lot of stuff happening on my screen. Wazir is wearing on Lionheart, I feel like. Also, his attacks are only growing, and he really hasn't seen a decrease in gold in a while. Lionheart is seeing a decrease in gold. These attacks are starting to take a toll on him. He is almost down below Wolf. Same with the Emir. It has finally happened. They have all hit pretty normal gold counts, all except Wazir. That eco, we saw the gold intake last game, at the end of last game, and holy smokes, he put everyone else to shame. Here we go, attack from Lionheart. It's going to be interesting. That's all I gotta say. That's a good vanguard to burn that pitch early game. While he's just sending in the rest of the troops, there is a counterattack coming out. There's going to be a lot of horses lost to that. Oh, sorry. And we got Emir attacking here in the bottom, as well as Wazir up there in the top. I do think Emir's harass the macemen. Oh, I thought they were going straight into eco. Lionheart, not a lot of defense right now. He doesn't exactly have a lot of troops. And I guess there's not really that many Arabian Knights. Most of them did die up front. Did look a little scary, though. If that would have been a little bit more troops, it could have been very dangerous indeed. We are starting to see some crazy high troop counts from people. Still, Wazir with just a lot of gold. And Wolf's starting to attack here in the 400s. So we're going to start to see some pretty big hits, I would say. We got our burning assassins running across the wall there. There they go. Holy smokes, they're going for the mile jog there. What was that, dude? They went from here, from this gatehouse is where they started, all the way around to his back gatehouse. They just circled his castle. Wazir, another attack. I'm not surprised. The amount of horse archers he's getting is starting to get kind of crazy. I'm getting scared for Lionheart. And the assassins are in. Opened up that front gatehouse. Unfortunately, it did close. I'm trapping all these Arabian swordsmen outside, but the gate did drop. I don't think it's enough. Not even close. Lionheart is pretty built up in there. Good for him. Good for him. And we got the Emir with another attack. But 0 gold. He is out of gold. He is going to start taking a little to get up and running, or to get those attacks up. And we do see the macemen. I'd love to see the macemen go into the eco. I think that would be very strong. Unfortunately, it didn't really look like that attack really put a lot of pressure on Wolf. He's even got crossbows in his eco with normal Arabian archers. Oh boy, this could turn into a little bit longer of a game. I was hoping that Wazir would be able to carry through with his high gold counts. Unfortunately, that is not the case, but he is pushing a 500 troop count number, and he is dropping gold fast. Look at that. down to 1200, and that is a lot of horse archers, a lot of assassins, a lot of Arabian swordsmen. Wow, and the Arabian swordsmen are walking right in the front gate. They are gonna win that. Yeah, there they go. He needs a dump. He dumped on the wrong way. He's going down. Wazir. I don't know. I was getting worried. I was like, Wazir, you're almost out of gold. And then he decided to send an absolute crazy attack. Wazir, again, winning that top lane. I did think that Wazir was better than Lionheart. Glad to know that my hypothesis was correct there. The only reason I thought that too is because I was watching Lord Alduin. I think a lot of you guys also watch him. He does a lot of great 1v1s, and he had done a Lionheart versus Wazir back in the day. And I went into that video thinking Lionheart's got this, and then him getting absolutely demolished Wazir. Holy smokes. What is happening? How many horse archers is this guy sending? Because he just cleared off his walls. He's got nothing left. And then he still has a good amount. And he doesn't have any men. And he's going to go down. No, he's not. He had fire. Arabian swordsman still walking in. Is it enough? He's got a lot of archers up there. Did go for another dump. And he did try.
Oh, Blue Thunder. Mother told me to be more careful. Still, a better life awaits.
Wow. Truly, what did we learn today? Don't piss off Wazir. That's what we learned. Look at this gold count. 140k. 88 for Wolf. 130. Well, we will round this up. We're definitely gonna round this up. But 130k for Emir, and that's 10k above that. Like, he really wasn't pushed at all with that eco. Overall, great 2v2 request. Very much enjoyed commentating and watching that, and I loved watching Wazir. I thought that was great. A little unexpected. I thought those games were going to go longer. I thought Wolf was going to have to carry in the Will 8 game. How wrong I have been. So, and then we also learned to watch out for Lionheart in the 2K gold start, because he'll be up and running faster than any other Arabian lord out there and absolutely shutting them down. On that note, I thank you all for watching, and I will see you all next time. Bye.